What's going on, guys? Today we're here with another banger YouTube video. We're hopping right straight into it. Before we get to it, make sure you subscribe to our pay promoter and enter into our giveaway. Like, subscribe, and comment. I subscribe to be entered in our 5-cent giveaway. It's been a while, guys. We're back. Today marks, I think, 2 weeks since we dropped a video.
So, first of all, I apologize if my lips are alright. Anyways, first of all, I've been telling David Lee, hey, let's do this video. He's a very busy man because he's so smart. He has so much knowledge. People are just fighting for it. Alright, see, that's probably why we haven't filmed the video. I needed to stay away from that for a bit. But anyways, what's this video about, Lee? Actually, no.
This is guess.
Well, we're gonna make this a longer video, so we'll do a quick catch up. Do you want to get everyone caught up on what you've been up to?
Lacrosse.
Yep.
I've been cradling and working a lot. I've improved a lot. I was a bot first day, couldn't catch. Now I can catch. I can move. I got really good handles. They even told me that especially for a beginner, I have pretty good handles. Been with the missus, went home to my house, introduced her to the family. She enjoyed the time in DC. She asked me why'd I leave DC to come to New York, upstate New York, not New York City. She enjoyed that a lot. Been doing a lot of schoolwork. It's almost that time of the year where we take finals. So I just been doing that. And to be honest, I've just been a little tired.
He's been working hard. When you throw out so much information, it gets grueling. In terms of me, not much. Just finished up my hockey season. Squirrel, good news for Squirrel. So I'm waiting on Meta to sync. That's just for my ads, but I've been nailing my organic marketing. Everything's up and running in terms of shipping, so everything's running well. I'm getting some more glasses in. We're gonna run marketing. If you guys want to if anyone sees this and wants to be a part of marketing in any ways in terms of pictures, videos, thirst traps, whatever, we can get on it. Reach out to David Lee, me, whatever, and we'll try to figure something out. But yeah, David Lee, what are we going to talk about today?
So first off, I on my Instagram put give us some topics to talk about, because maybe I want to hear what the people are thinking. And maybe that will get people to watch videos more if they get to see what we're talking about based off what they submitted. So this one is done by my friend Mervat. Met her in Switzerland. She's Egyptian. She goes to school in England now. And this one is discipline over motivation.
Where do you want to start?
You're starting.
Okay, I'm starting. We'll start with the gym. Discipline over motivation. That's very easy. If you're disciplined and go every day, you may not see the results at the beginning, and the motivation may lack. Yes, it's hard. One thing I've been learning about is delayed gratification. Obviously, it sucks. You go to the gym for 3 days, you don't see anything, but somehow you go for 6 months, whether you like it or not, and you see progress, you see results. That goes for a lot, and I've been doing a little, or I can speak deeply. Even Squirrel's kind of like a delayed gratification and the discipline over motivation, because there are some days where I don't want to look at that website at all. I had to deal with a return for a customer, and I've been getting run around from both my supply. I gotta email my supplier actually, but I was getting run around, and the motivation it lacks because sometimes you're dealing with so much, but the discipline to take care of it feeds the success of the labor and Squirrel prospering as a business and everything else that can come off the back of that. But that's just a small glimpse, but you can apply that to literally anything. Even if you want to take that to Steve Jobs, I'm sure he had bad days when he was making Apple. That's a billion-dollar company. Elon Musk, I'm sure he has bad days. David Lee.
He had to go work at Pixar. Steve Jobs. He got kicked out of Apple.
Yep.
He got fired, and so he went to go to Pixar and fix Pixar. And Pixar's huge now. And then Apple finally let him come back. Yeah, the downside. You can continue.
Oh yeah, there are just plenty names. Kobe Bryant, Mamba mentality, the discipline to wake up 6 a.m., just go work all day. Over the motivation. Yes, sometimes it sucks. Actually, my gym I used to go to growing up, it used to have a poster, and I think it was Brad Marchand, hockey player, and it said, the pain is temporary, but medals are forever. And I used to think about that as a kid. It's like, man, playoff sucks. Your legs burn. But like being able to have that trophy or that medal to like look back and reflect on it, it's gonna last lifetimes. If you like work hard to make $50,000 and buy the dream car, every time you drive it, you're reminded of how hard you worked to get there. Like, I could go on forever, but David Lee, please take it away. I like the color scheme we have going on too.
Blue and red.
Apologize to cut you off. But.
You're good. I don't have much to say for this. I think I don't know if she wanted recommendations or thoughts on discipline over motivation. But I think me personally, they can go hand in hand.
We can give recommendations. I like that.
For me to stay disciplined, I always just think about failure. Like if I don't do this, then I know what my life will look like. Workout, training, doing work, and that's what keeps me personally grounded in discipline. So maybe it can help for other people to be like, this may suck now, but imagine if you don't do it, how bad it will be. Or if you want to repeat this again, and it sucks now, so do you want to repeat it again, or do you want to actually stay disciplined and knock it out? I think that is motivation. If you stay disciplined, that's what keeps you disciplined, is the motivation, for me personally. But for discipline over motivation, I guess it's like kind of just telling yourself the hard truth and doing the hard things and understanding and not hearing the giddy, oh, you can do it. Like, you don't need to tell yourself you can do it. Like, actually just keep chugging at it, and I guess the actions and results speak louder than words. So that maybe could be what you're trying to get at, or what you're getting at. I think it's open for discussion, because some can argue motivation over discipline, or discipline over motivation, or you can't have motivation without discipline, and you can't have discipline without motivation. Yeah, it can go in all directions. I like it's like just open-ended.
It is, and that's the thing. That's one thing I've been looking into. Like, people kind of shape their perspective or their like what they want to hear based on what they want out of their life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like someone could listen to this and be like, oh, they're just kind of chatting, and someone could listen to this and say like, David Lee is giving the best information, and obviously I think you give the best information in the world. So that's just me. I think David Lee's a GOAT. But one thing I was thinking of when he says that, and I was talking to one of my teammates about it, is just keeping positive framing will allow you to stay motivated, at least for me. Because I'll give an example, like, say for example, house. People like houses, right? Say you want a big mansion, but you knew, or you didn't know. If you knew all you had to do was run 5 times a week for a big mansion for 6 months, you'd be like, okay, I do it. But the thing is, you have no perception of that. You don't know that. But subconsciously, you know, hey, if I ran for 6 months and got my life together and budgeted hard and did the hard work for 6 months, I'd be in a lot better position. You know what I mean? So it's just the fact that you can't see the back end result of it, or if I did this for 2 years, you don't, it's not assured. So like that kind of creates the disconnect.
Yeah.
I guess if you use that as a word. But if you kind of sit in the, well, I know I'm doing the right things, I just have to stick with the process, because obviously if I do the right things and I map it out, it's gonna work. I hope I'm making sense. But a lot of people kind of get lost in the I don't have it yet. But realistically, and this is another thing, a lot of people get caught up in, like, for example, I'm 22. If I look at what I want to, where I want to be in my life at a certain time, like kids by 28, 26, whatever, and a nice house, car, McLaren, whatever, like, I'm only 22. Like, if I think I'm gonna have it by 23, I'm still like months away from 23. So it's like, enjoy the months I have to even get there, and then when I get there I'll deal with it then. But it's like,
appreciate where you were.
a lot of people want it right now. Like, you're gonna get there, you know you're gonna get there, so just enjoy the right now. I hope I didn't go on a crazy tangent. I hope I made sense.
That goes back into your the gratification, the delayed gratification. You kind of hit it right on the nail, right on the head. Especially like the wanting things at 23. You can tie that back into the discipline and the motivation. If you stay disciplined, you can get what you want at 23, but you have to be realistic. And to get there that early, 23 is early, especially like for an American or Canadian, because you're just coming out of college. Most people graduate.
Pause.
At 22.
I want to take a step on realism and say you can do anything you put your mind
you don't have to go to college.
You can do any, and that's another thing too. Like, you set your expectation on realistic, because one thing I've learned is, like, if you can follow the right processes, your life can change in a month. Like, so don't ever set your back to in terms of realistic. In terms of being realistic, you have to be realistic in what you can accomplish and chase it all out. But yes, continue. Sorry.
Do it the right way. I just say, like, you just gotta be like, when I say realistic, like, just like, again, don't compare yourself to others, but look at others. Like, you may be like, man, like, I only have this job right now, and that's not where I wanted to be. It's not what I projected 4 years ago. But then you have to see, first off, 4 years ago, 1, would you be proud of yourself where you are now? 1, 2, look at other people your age and around you, where they're at. Yeah, some people still out here partying every weekend, not doing their homework, just nothing going for them, probably competing for a whack job at fast food at the age of 26, and there's nothing wrong with that if you're trying to get back on your foot, but like, that's all they have destined for, that's all they want to do. Like, you gotta be like, okay, I'm getting there, and you put your head down and keep working. Like, don't be mad at yourself where you are now. Like, especially look around you and be like, hey, I'm doing pretty good. And stay disciplined when you are doing, like, do things with an intention. I think that's where discipline comes from, doing things with an intention. Motivation is just like, just doing stuff. But like, staying disciplined, you're doing it with an intention. And my dad taught me, like, in special operations, like, Marines and Army is motivated to go take a house, or amped, but special operations, they are like disciplined. They can do the same thing, and with, even if they hate it or they love it, they can do the same thing over and over and over again perfectly with intention. And anywhere, anytime, they can shoot the same way in the snow and the water and the sun and the freezing cold, and they're doing it with intention, and they're disciplined in the way they do it, and it gets them farther and better results than other people who are just running off of just like energy and motivation. That's a good tie and good example, but I hope that's what you wanted to hear from your. First off, you had a lot of good additions added into that box that I had. She's got some good topics, guys, and we'll drop some soon. So I appreciate that. And if we did not hit what you wanted, please text us and we can do a second part to this video, more on motivation over discipline.
Yeah, I think, like, personally for me, I find I'm dealing with one or the other. It's either like I feel not motivated or I don't feel disciplined. Like, I'm just back and forth. So it's like kind of finding what you need in the moment. Sometimes you need a bit of discipline to stick to your processes, and sometimes you need to find motivation, because it's hard to stick to processes sometimes, like, or it just feels mundane or boring. So yeah, I also actually, we'll leave it off there. I can talk forever, but that's where David Lee's part 2 comes in. But yeah, we're about 15 minutes in. But thank you guys.
Great banger video on return. Please stay tuned for more. Watch the YouTube change. The format's gonna change a little bit. We're gonna start doing better thumbnails, better promotion on the TikTok, clipping, more guests like my father, my mother again. I know some people like my mom being on there, so we'll keep trying some new stuff at just really trying to give you guys insights on life and while still entertaining you. I know sometimes it can become monotonous and mundane and repetitive with the video, so you're trying to switch it up and keep you guys engaged. So again, thank you for tuning in. Welcome back. Anything? We'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for tuning in.